5 years in prison. He's been accused of a double murder in Lafayette and getting one count of negligent homicide. His sentencing comes 7 years after that crime took place. News 10's Neil Zarang spoke to the district attorney's office about what made this such a challenging case.
Tavis Jenkins was arrested a week after he allegedly shot toward 3 people, killing 2 in 2015, and he's been in the court system ever since.
I can't say this is the verdict that they wanted, I know that, certainly, but I hope they see that, that we got in there, to the case, and we did everything we could.
Tavis Jenkins was accused of opening fire in his ex-girlfriend's Congress Street apartment on December 27, 2015. The shooting resulted in the deaths of 17-year-old Antonio Means and 23-year-old Linton Batiste. According to police and witnesses, Means and Batiste were in the apartment when Jenkins entered without permission. While attempting to escort Jenkins out, he reportedly pulled out a gun and began shooting. Jenkins was arrested 8 days later and indicted in April for 2 counts of second-degree murder and 1 count of attempted second-degree murder. But 6 years later, the only charge a 12-person jury could unanimously agree on beyond a reasonable doubt was negligent homicide for the death of Antonio Means.
A lot of it hinged on how they felt about the one person that, that walked out. I mean, other than the defendant, of course, and she testified, and they had to evaluate, all the circumstances that was involved and come to a unanimous decision. And it was a tough case.
Jenkins is facing a max sentence of 5 years hard labor for his 1 negligent homicide conviction. His 6 years in jail awaiting trial can go toward fulfilling his 5-year sentence.
We certainly want the gun violence to stop. We want the murders to stop. And we did our very best. The prosecutors did an excellent job. Witnesses were good, testified, and we respect the verdict. The jury reached a verdict, and we certainly respect what they did.
Reporting in Lafayette, Neil Zarang, KFY News 10.
Then a police officer in Evangeline Parish is facing charges after allegedly making deadly threats at a convenience store. A Turkey Creek police officer, Zach Johnson, is charged with aggravated assault with a firearm and resisting an officer. It happened at the Why Not stop near Virginia last month. That's where the officer had a run-in with Evangeline Parish Sheriff's deputies. As News 10's Mark Rigsby reports, the focus now is on the officer's mental health, as well as the mental fitness of future deputies in Evangeline Parish.
Evangeline Parish Sheriff Charles Guillory tells me the disturbance at this convenience store about 2 weeks ago involving a police officer could have been much worse.
Most police officers would walk towards the other officer, and he didn't. He ran the other way.
It happened the night of Saturday, January 29th, when Turkey Creek police officer Zach Johnson went to the Why Not stop at the intersection of LA 10 and LA 13.
He was definitely aware of his surroundings and what he was doing.
According to Sheriff Guillory, Officer Johnson, in uniform and armed with his service weapon, threatened to kill a woman and everyone at the store, then take his own life. The woman was able to calm him down. Johnson handed her his gun and drove away in his patrol car. But he returned and tried to get the gun back. That's when an off-duty deputy arrived and detained Officer Johnson. He tried to resist, but the deputy used pepper spray.
It's not normal for an officer to relinquish his weapon, his duty weapon, and that's why we're concerned.
Johnson was taken to a facility for a psychological evaluation. Sheriff Guillory says working in law enforcement can be stressful.
Every decision you make is everybody's watching, and everybody has a camera.
Sheriff Guillory also tells me that for the first time ever, the Evangeline Parish Sheriff's Office will conduct psychological screenings for candidates who want to become deputies. In Evangeline Parish, Mark Rigsby, KFY News 10.
In Lafayette, one man critically injured after being shot late Thursday night. According to police, a male victim was shot multiple times just before 10 p.m. in the 100 block of Kettle Drive. As the victim walked out of a building, he was approached by a man who shot him. The victim collapsed and was later brought to a local hospital. Now, if you know anything about this shooting, please call Crime Stoppers at 232-TIPS. Visitation will resume for some state juvenile justice facilities. The Office of Juvenile Justice says in-person visitation will start again for 3 facilities that house boys. That includes facilities in North Louisiana, Bunkie and Bridge City Youth Center in Jefferson Parish. Visitors must pre-schedule a 45-minute time slot to visit. Now, more information can be found on our website. That's KLFY.com. Louisiana State Police are reminding fans to be careful on the roadways. It's a Super Bowl weekend, and LPS says fans do not let fans drive drunk. So if you have plans that involve drinking, make sure to pass your keys off to a designated driver to get you home safely. Last year, nearly half of daily crashes involved impaired drivers. They also say to always wear your seatbelt. Legislators wrapped up their second week of the redistricting session with no agreement in sight. After multiple attempts to pass a second House district map out of committee, only Speaker of the House Clay Schexnayder's bill was able to make it to the floor for a full debate. But Democrats and Republicans are bringing amendments for their own fights of how they think the map should look.
I do not expect everyone to have agreed with all of my decisions. I will tell you that I have done the best job I can working with the Speaker and working with my committee to come up with a document that I think works for Louisiana.
Now, when lawmakers return from the weekend, they'll have just a finite amount of days to get these bills passed and sent to the governor, at which time he will decide if he will sign them. Congressman Clay Higgins announced the Twin Parish Port District, also known as the Port of Dalcombe, will receive $780,000 in funding. The grant will be used to construct a new seafood innovation center that creates and expands businesses and provides training for the local seafood industry. The port director for the Twin Parish Port District says the grant is in its early stages and construction will start in a year.
To help the Port of Dalcombe build a seafood hub that will be located in the town of Erath. It will be a shared kitchen type of facility to provide a kitchen for local producers in the area.
Also, there will be an informational meeting on the upcoming facility on February 24th. The information can be found on our website.